A king and a queen lived in a beautiful castle. They wanted a child very much. Every day the queen sat by the pond and said, "Oh, I wish we had a baby." One day, a frog came out of the water and said, "Your wish will come true. You will have a daughter." The queen had a beautiful baby girl. The king was very happy. He invited 12 good fairies to a big party at the castle. They gave the baby special gifts. One gave goodness, one gave beauty, and one gave happiness. Suddenly, a 13th fairy appeared. She was angry because she did not get an invitation. She pointed at the baby and shouted, "On her 15th birthday, the princess will touch a spinning wheel and fall down dead." Everyone was afraid. The king wanted to protect his daughter. He gave a command: "Burn all the spinning wheels in the kingdom." So, the soldiers collected all the spinning wheels and burned them in a big fire. The princess grew up. She was very beautiful, kind, and smart. Everyone loved her. The good fairy's gifts all came true. She loved to walk in the garden and read books. On her 15th birthday, the king and queen were not at home. Princess Aurora was alone in the castle. She explored and came to an old tower. She walked up the winding stairs and found a small hidden door. Inside the room, an old woman was spinning. The princess asked, "What is that?" She touched the spinning wheel. The curse came true. She pricked her finger and fell to the ground. But she did not die. She fell into a deep sleep. The princess was not alone. The whole castle fell asleep. The king, the queen, the soldiers, and all the animals slept. The fire in the kitchen stopped. The cook fell asleep. Everything was quiet for 100 years. A wall of thorny roses grew around the castle. It grew taller and taller. Soon, nobody could see the castle. People began to call the princess Sleeping Beauty. Many years later, a prince from a faraway land heard the story. He was brave. He said, "I am not afraid. I want to see Sleeping Beauty." He rode his horse to the castle. The prince came to the thorny wall. But it was not scary anymore. The thorns became beautiful flowers. They opened a path for him. He walked through safely and entered the castle. The prince walked through the castle. Everyone was asleep. The king and queen slept on their thrones. The animals slept on the floor. It was very quiet. He looked everywhere for the sleeping princess. Finally, he found the princess in a tower. She was lying on a bed, sleeping. He looked at her beautiful face and kissed her hand. As soon as his lips touched her hand, the princess opened her eyes. The magic was broken. The king woke up. The queen woke up. The cook woke up and finished cooking. The horses stood up. Everyone was happy. The princess and the prince went down to the hall together. The prince and the princess fell in love. They had a wonderful wedding at the castle. Everyone in the kingdom celebrated the prince and the princess lived happily ever after.